Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome to Crypto Chat UK. Just want to go through a couple of things today. One is an article on Amazon about merchants, basically. Amazon being one of them. And we've got a little system that's coming out or is being worked on that could help with adoption. So if we're talking about daily payments to different merchants, this is something in this article. I'm going to go through the article with great detail. And there is an article talking about Litecoin, the halving. I might not go all through it. But as you can see as well, only 99 days left. Now, how good is that? 99 days left. Don't forget, I've said this will obviously have an effect. There is kind of, if you look back at the history, some difference of opinion on what effect it has at what time. But it certainly does have an effect. You want to go and check a little bit of the history of it and when we've had halvings. Definitely go and do that. Anyway, first thing to do is, if we minimize this, we'll have a quick look at this article. So if you look, this is Amazon users can now pay with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash. Now I've got to mention this isn't directly with Amazon as such, but it is another payment process which I'll talk about it. They talk about it in this article, so I'll read it. Moon, a crypto payment startup, is enabling Amazon users to pay using cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum using a browser extension. The company recently announced the launch of Lightning-enabled Bitcoin wallets after testing out the product with 250 beta users. Users can shop on Amazon with Bitcoin without any merchant integration. So meaning that they don't have to integrate necessarily with any of the cryptos, Bitcoin principally being the major one. You don't actually have to, incorporate it, and you don't have to mess around. The actual integration isn't needed, because it enables the payment process. But we'll keep reading. Users can shop on Amazon without Bitcoin. Users can shop on Amazon with Bitcoin without any merchant integration. BTC is converted to fiat in the background, and the merchants receive fiat directly without ever touching crypto. But it also means you're not messing about converting it either. So the extension will pop up a QR code and will have the Lightning invoice, which you could also copy and paste if you can't use the QR code for some reason. And you'll be able to pay with your favorite Lightning wallet. So you'll be able to, through Lightning wallet, you'll be able to pay with Bitcoin or whatever is in your wallet, of course. Kruger added that by 2020, users will be able to purchase using the Lightning Network on almost every e-commerce website, regardless if the platforms enable Bitcoin payments directly or not. Currently, the extension only supports Amazon, but Moon claims to add their service on other platforms like eBay, AliExpress, Etsy, etc, etc. As you can see here, this is kind of what it, I don't know if this is exactly what it looks like, but this is what you're talking about, a little extension with Amazon, so you'll be able to process a payment on there. Now this is going to make it a lot simpler. I don't know if it's definitely the direction to go, but it looks pretty good. And if they can easily use this, obviously the merchants don't have to worry about any conversion or any problems with volatility. Absolutely brilliant. And if it can easily be adapted for most, even like eBay or other ones, even smaller merchants, then that could really increase adoption and the use cases. Sorry, just popping up something from a video I did about Endgame. I went to watch Endgame last night. I'm really tired today. Went to watch Endgame. Absolutely knackered. Well worth a watch though. I won't do any spoilers on this, so don't worry. But definitely worth a watch, I think. So anyway, getting merchant adoption has proved to be challenging in the crypto space, mainly due to the volatility of crypto assets, which is what I was just saying about the problems with volatility at the moment and stuff like that. As Moon's solution is just an interface for e-commerce websites without any requirement of merchant onboarding, there is a huge scope for mass adoption. Kruger further added, we're integrating with Visa and MasterCard networks, and we get a cut of the interchange fees that merchants pay every time they receive a credit or a credit card transaction. Okay, so I think that's basically it. This was on blockmanity.com, and it looks like it's a pretty good idea to me. If it means that it's simpler for the merchants to kind of get on board, or simpler for not necessarily them, the consumer, to pay using the cryptocurrencies, then that's surely got to help assist with adoption rates and make it simpler for everybody all around. So I think it's a great idea, worth keeping an eye on for sure. I reckon that's worth keeping an eye on. Now, as you know, I've mentioned several times the actual halvening. So there's a little article about Litecoin halvening. Litecoin to peak. Let me just close these down here. Litecoin to peak only after 2021. halving may not after 2021. Halving may not shoot up coins prices in the near term. So this is what he's saying. So the debate of cryptocurrency halving and the impact on its price has been a long-standing one. The virtual assets industry is still in its formative years, even as there are many speculations regarding the halving event and its impact on the price of a digital asset. Facts provided to back up those speculations are not concrete enough. Now, yeah, you can only look at the history a little bit. There's only been 2 for Bitcoin, and I think this will be the second one for Litecoin. So we're coming up to 3 next year for Bitcoin, and 2 for Litecoin this year. So with Litecoin, halving is right around the corner. Let's try to connect some dots. But before proceeding any further, it is important to know what halving is and what prompted the Bitcoin. Now, I've discussed this in a video, a bit about what halving is, but let's go through it anyway. So Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin to function in ways that would imitate the process of gold mining, a system that would be self-sustaining, and in the mining process, BTC miners race against other miners by running huge mining equipment to solve a cryptographic puzzle. So the first miner to solve the algorithm validates the transaction, which results in a block formation in the transactional ledger. The miner is rewarded with newly minted Bitcoins, and this is how fresh Bitcoins are introduced into the system. Currently, following the 2 subsequent Bitcoin halving, the miners receive a reward of 12.5. So we started at 50 Bitcoins reward, it went down to 25, and then the last one 12.5. So obviously it's going to go to 6.25 on the next one, which is 391 days, as you can see here. So that's for Bitcoin. Right, so the total number of Bitcoin is limited to 21 million, hence it can be stated that Bitcoin works on a system of controlled supply. This is one of the big good things about Bitcoin. With every 210,000 blocks creation, the mining reward is cut into half. During the first 210,000 blocks in 2012, the mining was, like I said, from 50 to 25, and from 25 to 12.5. So currently it stands the reward at 12.5. So Satoshi Nakamoto explained, the fact that new coins are produced means the money supply increases by a planned amount. But this does not necessarily result in inflation. If the supply of money increases at the same rate that the number of people using it increases, prices remain stable. Now that definitely has been seen. You can see that happening anyway. If it does not increase as fast as demand, there will be deflation, and early holders of money will see its value increase. Coins have to get initially distributed somehow, and a constant rate seems like the best formula. So why is halving important? The idea behind its introduction was to keep inflation in check. I did say this in another video. So the traditional fiat currency has many drawbacks. One of the most significant is that these are controlled by central banks. So your traditional system, which is fiat currency, Great British Pound, US dollars, etc., etc., nearly all of them are fiat currency. They have many drawbacks, and one of the significant ones is it's controlled by central banks. So that's why we talk about being decentralized. So they can print as many new currencies as they can. We've already gone through a lot of that. So we've already talked about Bitcoin is called digital gold because the virtual currency is intended to imitate the commodity. Now, yeah, I presume he did intend it that way, or did see it that way, because obviously he's a smart man or smart group of people, Satoshi Nakamoto, so they must knew what they were doing. Gold has a limited supply in the world. Extracting the remaining gold becomes more difficult after every gram of gold that is mined. This limited supply of the commodity has been able to maintain its demand and store value for over 6,000 years. So you're talking about gold now. It's been around for quite a long time. As it says there, 6,000 years. I presume that's a true number. And it's proven itself as a store of value and protecting your money and value that you've got. Okay, there's a little diagram you want to look at that. If you want to look at the article, it's ambcrypto.com. So it says, if the above chart to be taken into account by the end of 2019, Bitcoin will surpass $8,000, thriving to a higher point next year. Price is bound to climb up as demand increases when supply falls short. However, the price will increase gradually. One, because only gradual and no sharp change in its valuation has been observed in the past halvings. Bitcoin was trading around $13 throughout the latter part of November 2012 when the first halving was scheduled. The price surged to $230 shortly after the event was speculated to be fueled by the post-Cyprus bailout. That was when Greece had a bailout from the European Union or something similar. They were basically going bankrupt. By the second halving event, the King coin was trading above $650. Historical patterns are yet to paint a conclusive picture. Below are some of the proof of work based altcoins hatched after Bitcoin which underwent halving. So yeah, they talk about the other ones that underwent halving. During the 1 year analysis for NFTs, which is one of the oldest coins, prices soared exactly 1 year before the scheduled halving date and continued to post gains, although not significantly. However, the prices fell short after and could decline after the halving approached. So as the halving approached. So yeah, there is something to look at there of a kind of what kind of pattern we had in the past halvings. Not just Bitcoin and Litecoin, but any other coins that are out there. So it is well worth looking at. Now, if you want to have a look at that article, there is a few more things in there, not a great deal, but that certainly discusses what I've been talking about and what kind of effect it has. Now, things have changed. The market's matured. Will it be different this time? Don't know. Don't know. It could be. It might be. But it's worth keeping an eye on, of course. All right. Just a quick, I'm not going to go through this article, but there's an article from Bitcoinist.com. It's called New Binance Report calls Ripple's XRP the best diversifier digital asset. I think it is worth reading that article. I haven't got time today, but it is worth, if anybody's got the time, go and have a look at it. It talks about XRP and the diversifying aspect of it. It is actually phenomenal. The team are working really hard on XRP, and as you can see, it's already huge anyway. But I am very bullish on XRP. Like I said before, a bit of contention in the market. But anyway, all looking good in the markets themselves. If you want to check it out, don't forget to check it out on coinmarketcap.com. I will have a look at that next time I'm on. Hopefully, there's some good information for you guys. If you did like the video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I am a new YouTuber. I am working on the content more, so could do with all the help I could get. Definitely share and hit that notification bell. But I will be speaking to you very soon, guys, so take it easy and let's keep checking this market out, and let's see how it goes over the next year or two.